Welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. I am doing Chiori's Story Quest. Hold on one second. Guess if anyone ends up watching it, that's fine. But doing Chiori Story Quest. I am working on the thumbnail, the thumbnail, so when I'm done with this quest, I will probably finish it. I actually have the prompt right now, and oh my god, it looks so gorgeous. I did all the effects for the background and everything, and I used a specific face because I've heard a lot about Chiori, and I already know she's gonna be my idol. I've always wanted to do modeling and fashion designing, and that's exactly what her career is. So, let's jump right into it. A fashion festival is being held in Fontaine. You and Paimon decide to check it out for yourselves. Indeed, we will, Paimon. Let's go. Alright. I mean, I find it quite rather, fun. Let's get into it!
Seems like there's another event going on at the Court of Fontaine! Look at that! Roadside signs as far as the eye can see! Let's see what they're for. Fontaine Fashion Week? Ooh, why don't we go check out some of the shops? Maybe we can pick up some cool new clothes!
I mean, I feel like we might as well, right?
So much quieter outside.
You know what I mean? I mean, who's to say we can't? So, let's get into Chiori Story Quest. And there she is, the lovely lady. And I'm gonna be eating a snack while streaming, so I might unplug my headphone at times.
Is this really okay? I told you I could do it using the leftover funds from the original deposit. Don't tell me you're afraid that I cheaped out on the dress.
No, not at all.
Letitia,
I have only the fullest
right?
faith in your work, Miss Chiori. I'm just in shock, that's all. It's always been my dream to wear a Chioriya boutique dress for my wedding. I really thought the chance had passed me by.
Ooh, is that lady the owner of Chioriya Boutique? We've never seen her before.
Her work probably keeps her very busy, Paimon.
I'm a woman of my word. If I say I can do something, then it'll be done. The first rule of business is to always keep your promises. Now, remember to not fold the gown, or store it under direct sunlight. I'd recommend only taking it out on the day of the wedding. But from the look on your face, I can tell that may be a little difficult for you.
Oh, I'll try my best. Once he sees me in this, his jaw's gonna drop straight to the floor.
Are you here to check out the offerings?
Sure are. Oh, Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler. You're Miss Chiori, the owner of this boutique, right?
That's right. Oh, Navia told me about you. Glad to make your acquaintance.
Oh, we've heard a lot about you too. Chioriya Boutique is super famous in Fontaine.
Well, I appreciate the recognition. Is there anything you're looking for exactly? We're out of kids' clothes right now, I'm afraid.
Ah! Ah!
Hey, Paimon's not a kid.
Ah! Paimon, you gotta deal with it. You gotta take it like a woman then. If you're not a kid, then what are you? We actually wanted to ask about Fashion Week.
Oh.
Let's see if I can lower my voice a little.
Well, if
Like
news of the
keeping it a
event
little-
has reached
find out.
your ears, I suppose the Fontaine Apparel Association's advertising efforts have paid off.
Are there any fun and popular activities that we can take part in?
Probably not.
Ugh, Fashion Week isn't what I'd call fun.
Exactly.
But it
It's
certainly
quite
always attracts a
stressful.
crowd. It's
mean,
a fashion
Paimon obviously
extravaganza
doesn't
that only
know
takes
that,
place once a year,
but-
after all.
Yeah. So I'm gonna open my snack. I'm gonna put it on auto.
Will you be showing us some of your designs too?
Of course. All designers at the Court of Fontaine use the week to advertise their brand. If you're lucky, you could even land a large amount of orders as soon as the main show ends. Come to think of it, it was also at a previous fashion week that
Not
our
bad.
label first took off.
Aren't you pretty much an established name now? People will still buy your clothes even if you don't participate this year, right?
I feel like
Yeah,
that's
that's not
complicated.
quite how it works. While many people buy clothes for fit and style, the fashion industry also strongly values a label's artistic vision and creative direction.
In other words, it more or less the what is it? The fashion industry. It does value its. It comes down to like the quality of the clothing, the time and effort you put into it, the unique styles, the branding, the type of down to the fabric you use, you name it. Like even just the texture is one of them. So I understand what she means. Like just because people come and buy clothes fit and style for their own fashion, it's more or less to promote their brand so more people will buy it. You know what I mean? Like how do I use an analogy? For example, like if you like met like a hero in real life, right? And this hero is just starting out, right, and doing hero work, and then they're like, oh, well, you're a hero, so that means you're wide known everywhere. That's not the case, because they just started, you know what I mean? And they're, sure, they do occasional work here and there, which is kind of the same thing with boutiques and whatnot. They do work, like fashion work, but in order to really promote their business and actually get out there with all the bigger stuff, with higher-ups, VIP clients, you name it, they have to go through a fashion week or get people to sponsor them, and you name it, to promote their brand. You know what I mean? It's a lot more complicated, as she pretty much is trying to explain.
Why would anyone patronize a label that hasn't even bothered to put out any new designs for the year?
Mm-hmm.
In the end, fashion is just a representation of the spirit of the times. People support your brand because they support the vision it represents.
Huh. Okay, so maybe fashion's more complicated than Paimon thought. All that complicated stuff aside, you're saying we'll be able to see new Chioriya designs at the show?
Absolutely. The designs have already been finalized. I'm just waiting for the fabrics to arrive.
What fabric?
Ooh, are you using materials you can't get in Fontaine?
Well, I still have a certain partiality to Inazuma-made fabrics.
Oh.
The textures are pleasant to the touch, and their
We're gonna need
familiarity gives me a
Inazuma
sense
all
of
over the place,
security.
I swear.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's that feeling of home.
Something like that. Yes.
We're a long way from Inazuma, though. Aren't you concerned that your shipment might get lost or stolen along the way?
Mm-mm.
No need to worry. I've already taken steps to ensure that it'll arrive safely. I've entrusted the job to Komani Express's most reliable courier.
And that Kirara?
Excuse me.
Is it? No way it is!
Chiori, your shipment's here. I know it's quite late, so I'm really sorry.
Deep breaths, Kirara, then start again.
Kirara.
Huh?
I actually have her
You're with
character.
customers as well? Oh, jeez. I've really kept everyone waiting. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault.
Go calm down,
These
you're
two
okay.
are the Traveler and Paimon. With how well traveled you are, you've probably heard of them already.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Kirara, Star Courier of the Komani Express. She's a Nakamata, in case you were wondering about the tales.
Please
I
state
mean,
your
I can
acquaintance.
kind of see that
And
already. I mean, she's even got the cat
you had
ears.
to see me like this.
And the cat
I know
eyes,
I'm late,
and the cat
but if
fangs.
an opportunity arises in the future, I still hope you'll choose Komania Express.
So, what was the holdup? Sailing delays, bad weather?
Knowing Kirara, who knows?
Huh? No, nothing like that. I just ran into a bit of trouble, that's all.
What kind of trouble? Oh my god, I know what that means. It's kind of, so, okay, it's the same thing. So, for example, imagine if you have, like, you have a pet cat, right? You have a cat, right? And, they end up either, like, knocking, you can even hear her whimpering! You can hear her whimpering! I mean, it's so, okay, don't mind me, like, don't get me wrong, it's so freaking cute and adorable. But not only that, as I was saying, you know, so I know what's happening here. You can tell she's nervous, anxious, scared, you name it. That's normally what that movement means. Kind of like, or she feels guilty. It's kind of like I said, if you have like a pet cat, a pet dog or something, and they end up, for example, imagine if they peed on the floor. They knocked something off your shelf when you were gone and broke it. Or they got into the food and were like hiding or something, and then you call the cat out and, like, for example, oh my god, oh my god, Lily, did you do this? And then they'll come up to you, and their tails, if you notice their tails will either tend to twitch nonstop. That's how you can tell if they did it or not. Or they'll just plain, it's kind of hard to explain, but you know what I mean. Like, and that's the thing they do when they're nervous or, anxious.
Bandits, then? Or treasure hoarders? A few run-ins on the road aren't usually enough to give you any trouble.
It must be something terrifying if her two tails are, twitching.
Well, I didn't run into anyone exactly. I just got a little lost.
Your tails.
Keeping you honest as always, I see.
Yeah, girl, you, yeah.
Alright. I was stopped by a group of bandits as soon as I entered Fontaine.
Why didn't she admit it then? That's what I want to know.
They were a little different from the ones I usually run into. I could hear them mumbling about Komunia Express. It was obvious they were looking for someone with two tails.
Why?
So it was a targeted hit?
Apparently. From the sound of it, it was.
I got the sense that they were actually targeting Chiori's goods.
But that's still the question. Why?
My fabric shipment?
Yeah, they said that I could go as long as I left the goods with them. Otherwise, they'd stuff me into my delivery box and toss me into the sea to drown.
That is just plain mean and rude. She was just minding her dang business, and these dudes threatened her like that. Chiori beat them up. I give you permission, girl.
Oh, are you okay, Chioriya?
Obviously not, Paimon! What kind of question is that?
Oh, I'm good. I'm still a yokai after all. I
She's
turned
so
them over
lying.
to the guards. It
She's
just
lying.
took me a while to round them all up.
I highly doubt she beat them.
Well, it's not completely out of the ordinary for one of your deliveries to get intercepted.
I mean, I guess she could.
But it still doesn't make sense how you knew it was my goods they were after. You've got other deliveries to make in Fontaine, don't you?
You know, that is a good question. How did she know that they were after hers? Is there a rumor going around then about her or what?
Is there something else that you're keeping from me?
She must be. I had turned down on my end 1 second. Or it's gonna echo through my headphones.
Perhaps I need to reconsider how many stars to give you in my review.
Oh my girl! You keep forgetting about your
always know how to
tails.
get me, Chiori.
You're not very good at lying.
Right, I'll talk. So, I kind of wanted to know why anyone would order a hit on me, so
Yeah?
I spent a bit of time investigating.
Uh-huh.
One of the bandits had a loose tongue, which saved me some time. He said that a certain person had commissioned them to intercept Chioriya Boutique's delivery.
What?
And
Someone?
who might this person be?
Yeah, exactly.
Chiori, why don't we just let this one go? I mean,
Huh.
I didn't really get injured, and you've still got Fashion Week to worry about.
I appreciate your kindness, Kirara, but if I don't teach this person a lesson, I doubt they'll stop here. Anyone that dares
What
say
kind of
yes to
lesson we
one of my
talking here,
friends
girl?
deserves a stern talking to and then some.
Alright. The guy said that the commissioner was someone by the name of Uter.
Okay.
Uter. Now that name rings a bell. Wouldn't you say, Kirara?
Well, that's exactly why I didn't want to bring it up to you.
Wait, spill the tea. We're gonna hear some tea. What happened? What happened to them last time?
So you both know this Uter guy?
Yeah, what happened? There's obviously some tea going on between these girls. Come on, let's go.
Chiori's complaints about him, sure. He's a
Are these
fellow
ladies?
fashion designer who's made it his goal in life to make hers as miserable as possible.
Wow. Scumbag.
So he's like a business rival.
Pretty much.
A rival is what you call someone who fights you fair and square. Uter, however,
I'm sorry, I'm
has
just
it
so
out for me as a
giddy
designer.
about her personality.
He's
Like the way
publicly
she
disparaged
speaks
my
and carries
design
herself.
choices,
Like, oh
my
my
use
god,
of
I love it.
materials. He's practically tried every trick in the book to ruin my good name.
And judging by how you're still there, obviously he's failed.
I've already warned him before to compete with me fair and square, but I guess he prefers playing dirty. Well, I'm more than happy to oblige.
Ooh, what's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? What's she gonna do?
Wait,
Where's she
Chiori,
going?
where are you going?
To
Oh.
teach someone a lesson.
Ah!
You must be tired after your long journey. Why don't you rest in my shop for a little while before heading back?
Chiori! Wait!
Obviously she gonna do something
She's
drastic.
gone.
Oh no. What should we do?
You seem concerned. Should we be worried about Chiori?
Yeah, should we?
Well, she's always been the type of person to face things head on. But with her fiery temper, I'm just worried whatever she's about to do will feel negative publicity about her right before the start of Fashion Week. Traveler, Paimon, could you go after her and check out the situation for me? As a formal employee of Chioriya Express, it wouldn't be appropriate for me to get involved.
Sure. Yeah, sure, girl, we'll go.
Yeah, we'll take good care of Chiori.
To be honest, I'm more worried about that Uter guy's safety.
She what is it? She that pressed? When they talk about tonight, Chiori. Chapter Story Quest, or something like that. I don't know how to say the actual name for it, so I don't really know. Wait, so he's over here? Oh, she's asking her a question. May I ask why? Oh, it's Cheverus.
Any
I have her
chance you're on the
character, so I
clock,
know who it is.
officer?
Nothing good ever comes out of you addressing me like that.
Why is that?
Oh? And who are these two?
So you came too?
1 second. Dang! She didn't seem very happy that we that we came along. Girl, please let me come with.
Allow me to introduce you. These two are the Traveler and Paimon. This officer over here is Cheverus, captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
The Special Security and Surveillance Patrol? You mean that organization where everyone carries a musket?
Well, I wouldn't say everyone on the patrol uses a musket. I just happen to have formed a platoon made up mostly of musketeers.
Whoa, Chiori, Paimon didn't know you went so far back with such a cool person!
It's nothing. In my line of work, it's not uncommon to run into some trouble every now and then. And she's helped me get out of a few sticky situations.
What sticky situations are we
In
talking
return, I've helped her take care of some things that you could say aren't exactly in her purview as the captain of the Special Patrol. And that's how we got to know each other.
It's nice to meet you both. I have to say, your reputation precedes you. So, did something happen?
I mean, I don't know. She's the one here to see you, not me.
Indeed it did. I'll need you to come with me.
Why?
I only ever hear that phrase from you. Usually I'm the one asking people to do that.
Well, are you coming?
Not before I know what you're planning.
Ew.
Have I ever made a bad call?
Well, judging by Kirara's concerns, I'm gonna assume yes.
The better question is, have you ever made one that didn't violate proper procedure?
I think I got my shoes stuck together. No! No! Like, I have a zippers on my shoes, and now my zipper is... I can't... This would be one way to trip me. How in the heck? Oh my god, I'm stuck. Y'all, I'm stuck! I can't get my feet apart! I know that sounds weird and stupid, but I'm not lying. I can't get my shoe on. Is it attached? Oh! Are you kidding me? Yeah, I'm not joking. I can't. What? How does that even happen? Okay, one second. I gotta take my shoe off. I have no idea. I'm not even kidding. Like, my zipper is stuck to my what? How? Okay, we'll get into that later. The better question, I'm gonna read it again since I didn't get to hear it because I was too busy. I was trying to move my feet and apparently they got stuck. The better question is, have you ever made one that didn't... See, I knew it. Obviously, from their response, she obviously did. How am I gonna get my shoe off? You're joking. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I'm good. Let's continue. Although now I have one shoe off.
Okay. A man hired a group of bandits to mug my friend. I'm about to go teach him a lesson.
And you need her. Why?
Are you sure this is something you should be telling the captain of the special patrol? It's getting hard to tell whether you're here to report a case or turn yourself in for one.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Neither. I'm requesting personal supervision from said captain, so I don't do anything too out of line.
Look at us in the background. We're just like, what?
Are you planning to?
Oh! Oh, she pulled that card.
Not if I can help it.
All right. Where is this person?
Follow me.
I like how she just agreed without hesitation. She's just like, fine, I'm tired of your bullcrap, but fine. There we go.
Just promise you'll start trying to keep yourself out of trouble.
Well, when trouble stops coming my way, I'll be sure to get on that.
What? Dang, a girl went down the stairs so fast.
This should be the place. You all wait here. I'll go have a
What?
chat with
What?
him.
What? I don't know how to say it, but what? Why do I feel like her chat isn't just a chat? I feel like she's gonna do something.
You know, Chevraz, Paimon gets the sense that you two are actually pretty close.
It's just as Chiori said. We got to know each other pretty well in our lines of work. You could call it a you scratch my back and I'll
Yep,
scratch
pretty
yours
much.
sort of situation.
Does Chiori often need your help?
I'd say it's mutual. The Special Patrol needs her help quite often as well. We've got tough problems of our own. Getting people to talk, for example.
And judging by how she is so rude. Makes sense.
The uniform,
I said
the
rude.
musket,
I didn't say
they're
rude.
intimidating.
I said B-R-U-D-E.
Most people clam
I
up the
think I
minute they
spelled that
see us.
correctly.
Lips
But
sealed so
rude.
tight, getting them to talk almost feels like trying to break into the fortress of Maripede.
What? Pretty much. Pretty much.
But put them in a clothing boutique, and they suddenly start gushing faster than the waters at the Fountain of Lucine.
Okay, I'm gonna bet 99% of these people are gushing at the clothes. They're probably gushing gushing at Chiori.
Oh, is it because they're trying to show off or something?
Or maybe they will. Who knows?
Yep. People are vain creatures. They can't help but
Wow.
want to talk up new developments in their lives or show off how much they know about other people. And nothing brings out that sort of vanity quite like fashion.
Understandable.
As a result, Chiori often picks up on all kinds of information in her shop. Most of her customers are members of the upper class, which means they're pretty much up to the gills in wealth and intel.
You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Huh, Paimon gets it now.
Exactly. I'm also here to ensure Chiori's safety. Those who make trouble for her also tend to be rich and powerful. And in some very rare cases, I'm forced to protect other people from Chiori herself.
Dang, what I would give to be her bestie. Trust me. She sounds like a cool girl. Or a cool lady. She's technically a young lady at the moment.
So, who got
She
on
looks
her
like
case
she's about
this
to be a
time?
woman, though. From
It's been
her,
a while
her
since
voice
I last
tone,
saw her
she
that
acts
angry.
like a woman, but she looks like a lady. You know what I mean?
Oh, so this is what happened.
As in, she's got that stern, confident, independent, I don't care. I'm trying to think of how what else I want to put in this before I get done to it. Attitude with the sass and the expression, maybe? I don't know. In other words, she's a definition of what a real woman is from her reaction. She's not afraid to stand up for herself. She is outgoing. She faces things head on. She can even beat up men. Which I'm assuming is what I bet that's exactly what she's gonna be doing right now. Why is she in there for so long? Are you sure she's even talking to him?
Uter, you say?
You've heard of him?
Yep. He's made trouble for Chiori several times already.
The rest of my case
He's
though,
fond
poor
of pretty much
Chiori.
every dirty trick in the book. I heard that even the Maison Gardiennage issued him a warning due to his behavior.
What?
So he's back at it, huh? His funeral, I guess.
You're saying she gonna kill him?
Whoa, what's this about a funeral all of a sudden?
I just meant that Uter's done for. Now bring it in, you two. Get right up close.
Sure, but why?
Because this is probably going to turn into one of those very rare cases I just talked about.
Good for her! Go, girl, I'm on your side. Beat him up. Beat him up right now.
What are you doing?
Oh, I
Stay
almost thought
away
she was
from
gonna
me.
kick him in the face.
Has anyone ever taught you the definition of stupidity?
I'm screenshotting that. One second, I want to get that from my thumbnail. Or maybe I can't. One second. I actually have my phone. I think I can hook my phone up to it and see if I can get the screenshot real quick. I'm sorry. I really want that screenshot. I can use it as my thumbnail instead. Oh my god. I took a screenshot, so it should be on my PlayStation. I love that. She's beating him up.
Huh?
Stupidity is doing the same meaningless thing over and over again. It appears you've forgotten what I told you before. So, allow me to refresh your memory. Lay off the dirty tricks. Oh, and if you dare lay your hands on my friend again, you can expect a far less pleasant landing next time.
Chiori?
Officer, an assault's in progress. Please, officer, you've got to do something.
Of course. I'll do my utmost to investigate the situation. Unfortunately, I was chatting with this traveler and seemed to have missed what happened.
She's on Chiori's side in a way, to an extent. She's got her girl covered.
Not to worry, though.
She's got the alibi.
If you'd allow me to search the scene, I'm sure I'll be able to collect some useful evidence. You don't mind, do you? There's nothing in there that would implicate you in any illegal activity, I would hope.
Forget it. It wasn't that big of a deal.
He seems very cowardice to, Chiori.
Ms. Chiori, I must also ask you to refrain from engaging in such disorderly conduct in the future, especially out in the open like this.
No, let her beat him up. He deserves it. For
Apologies,
sabotage.
officer. I guess you could say I'm just used to tossing out any trash I come across on the street.
You go!
You...
Boy, shut your mouth.
Is there anything else either of you have to say for yourselves?
That's all from me. I sincerely hope that
called you
today's
trash,
events
deal
will
with
never
it.
happen again.
Judging by everything we've heard about you so far from both the officer, armory officer, and her, you already sound like a piece of trash.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, we will see about it.
Whoa, that scared the heck out of Paimon. How did he just go flying out like that?
Such a graceful arc.
You're too kind.
No, I'm not too kind, girl. Girl, like I said, you deserve it.
Now's not the time to be accepting compliments. What happened to not doing anything too out of line?
Oh, not if I could help it, is what I said. And I think I kept to that.
I mean, yeah, she did. Fair enough.
I started with a verbal warning, but he displayed neither shame nor remorse. If anything, he kept running his mouth with insults and threats.
Oh, then I agree with her actions.
Insults and threats so bad that he deserved to be tossed out like a sack of trash?
Probably. You never know.
Believe it or not, they were that bad. He deserved to get knocked down a peg. It's the only way to get him to stop.
Oh, girl, he didn't deserve to just get knocked on a peg. He sounds like he deserved to get down about 20 times the pegs.
You could have reported him to the guards.
Girl, that makes everything less fun, though.
Oh, I will. But it'll take some time for them to gather evidence. And he denied that he ever had anything to do with those bandits. I don't want anything else to happen during Fontaine Fashion Week. On top of that, if Kirara is going to continue delivering goods for me, the least I can do is guarantee her safety.
They better not hurt my poor Kirara. She didn't do nothing.
Oh, that reminds me.
She's like Chiori's
There
little sister.
is
from the sound of
another
it.
favor I'd like to ask of you today.
What a shame. I believe you've already used up your favor quota for the day.
Have I? Well, it's a good thing I was planning on taking an advance on tomorrow's quota then.
Don't you think you're maxed out on advances already?
Girl, give it up. You already know you're going to help her
I
out
always pay you
regardless.
back in information, don't I?
I mean, I guess that's fair enough.
It's just like you said.
It's a fair trade.
You scratch my back,
I
and I
scratch
scratch
yours.
yours.
What's your favorite dish you need, though? Return to Chioriya Boutique.
Time to relax.
I was talking. I was like, what the heck is that? I like the music. Hey, there she is! So I get excited when I see any Genshin characters that are like,
You were gone for an awfully long time. Oh, please tell me nothing bad happened.
oh no, we got quite a show.
There's nothing to worry about. All you need to know is that you'll never have to worry about someone in Fontaine messing with your deliveries again.
Sorry, Chiori. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble.
Girl, we got your back.
What are you talking about? You didn't do anything wrong. Those greedy bandits are to blame, along with a certain someone who doesn't know when to lay off the petty tricks. The next time you need to leave the city,
Pretty much.
call the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. They'll escort you half of the way, and the Spina di Rasula can take the second half.
Navia?
With that sort of escort, the next time you make a delivery, those treasure hoarders won't go anywhere near your goods. Unless, of course, it's to offer to carry them for you.
Good one, Chiori.
I'm being serious. You know me. If I bring something up, you can assume it's already a done deal.
You're going back to Inazuma tomorrow, right?
Wait, you don't mean...
I've already spoken to the captain of the Special Patrol. As discussed, the patrol's going to take a small detour during their daily training tomorrow. As for Navia, I'll give her a heads up in a bit.
There's really no need. I'm just a simple courier. I don't need to be surrounded by a bunch of armed guards. Or ones with sunglasses, for that matter. Don't you think this is a bit much?
At least she knows exactly how you were able to point out that they are Navia's guards. Is because she's not wrong. They all wear tuxes and with sunglasses. with sunglasses.
Well, you certainly shouldn't count on such a procession for every trip you make to Fontaine. It's just a one-off thing, for my own peace of mind. It'll also show those guys what'll happen to those who dare to mess with my friends.
That sounds freaking awesome. So she's already talked to the patrol. Just think of it as you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours type of situation.
Yes, well put.
I mean, y'all kept saying it 24/7, so I just thought I'd put it in. And yeah, I got praised by Chiori! It's a dream come true.
Well, if you think it's a good idea, Traveler, then I guess it's fine.
Well, with the bad guys out of the way and your goods safely delivered, everything should be good to go for Fontaine Fashion Week, right?
I believe so. I'll try to churn out a few more outfits over the next few days.
Okay.
I've heard a lot of suppliers will be participating this year.
Paimon's gonna take a guess and say suppliers are super important.
Kind of like Chioriya, except instead of that, they're basically giving her the goods. You know what I mean?
But of course, they supply us designers with funding, equipment, factory access. You have to work with them if you want to become a truly renowned fashion house. That's also why this year's Fashion Week is so important to me.
But isn't your brand already really famous, Chiori? Your clothes are so pretty and so nice to wear. I can't help but brag about them to my customers whenever I get the chance.
Even so, I would imagine there are still people who've never heard of the Chioriya brand. Yes?
Besides, she wants to keep growing bigger. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
Attempting that.
I mean, with the amount of places that I deliver to, it's only natural that some people from other nations haven't heard of it.
Then it's still not famous enough. My goal is to make the Chioriya brand renowned throughout all of Teyvat.
All of it? Your business would have to get
exactly,
pretty huge
like I said,
then.
it's good to expand. Besides, I love, by the way, those two ladies in the background who are, from my perspective, since I'm playing it to the left, but my character's perspective to the right of her, I gotta say, I love those two ladies' outfits.
Wait, would that mean I could just go to any Chioriya branch on the continent to get my clothes fixed? It has been pretty inconvenient having to come to Fontaine every time I need to get them patched up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alternatively, of course, you could just be a bit more careful with them. They're already about as durable as I can make them.
Okay, I'll admit, they do get snagged on branches pretty often. But I can't help it. It's hard to be careful about that sort of thing when you're trying to take a nice nap in a tree.
You know what, that sounds fun.
Well, if that's your dream, Chiori, then we should do our best to make it a reality. Is there anything we can do to help out with
Yeah,
that?
girl, let me help you. Please.
I'm sure I could think of something.
Ooh, what is it?
Yeah, what is it? Tell me.
Why don't you come to my shop tomorrow and model for me?
Ooh, yeah.
Simply put, you'll serve as my living mannequins.
That's fine with me.
Oh, so we get to try on some of your clothes? Got it!
Seeing them off the rack will also give me the chance to make some small adjustments to the stitching and the silhouette of the designs.
Sounds easy enough.
Do you need us for the runway too? Can we keep the outfits? I'm gonna ask that. Can we keep the outfits?
Most of the clothes you see during Fashion Week are meant to showcase the designer's vision. They're not exactly suitable for ready-to-wear use. If you like them, though, feel free to visit the boutique and see if anything catches your eye. I'll even give you a special discount.
Ooh.
Sounds great! Paimon was just starting to get curious about all this design stuff.
Then we have a deal. You'll model some formal wear, Traveler, and I don't know. Paimon here will show off some kids' designs. I'll see you both tomorrow then.
Okie
Yep,
dokie.
sounds good. Wait, kids' clothes? Paimon told you already she's not a little kid.
Girl, you don't get it. You're small enough to wear kids' clothes, though. Like, if she give you my... Like, for example, if I switch outfits with you, your outfit would be too small on me, Paimon, and my outfit would be way too big on you. That's why she's having you model kids' clothes, because you're the size of a child. Chillax, lady. Okay, like, calm down. Obviously, so you don't get her reasoning. I was gonna do something real quick, and then I forgot what it was. Yeah, I was gonna change my name real quick. So my name's not Lynette. Change the nickname. We're gonna put it as the original one, which is Lumine. Perfect. Okay. It said tomorrow, so give me time to go play with Catherine. I believe it's just like right there. I'll take initial order here.
Sweet dreams!
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the adventure.
Hello, Catherine.
Thank you for completing today's command.
Thank you.
Ad Astra.
Thank you.
Turn that frown upside down.
So until 6 o'clock the following day? Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I thought I was clicking the clock. My mind's obviously going all over the place at the moment. What the heck? I was like so confused. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I don't even know how long I've been streaming for, but that's fine. I'll have to be to work till 1 tomorrow, so that gives me... I have plenty of time to get a decent amount of sleep, but at the same time, I do kind of want to finish it before anything. I think, okay, I'm trying to make sure I got everything. Okay, so I can do it at 6 in the morning. We're gonna do it at 6 in the morning. I think it's just a little bit time is close enough. Maybe. Bright and early, lady. We're here bright and early. I'll be here bright and early here to do anything with ya. Like I said, she is my idol. She is a fashion queen. Fashion queen. Oh my god. I'm eating a bunch of fiber-based snacks.
Chiori, we're here!
Not that I really need it, but I do kind of want some fruit though. But I don't have no fruit or vegetables at the moment. Actually, I do! I forgot. Okay, that works.
You're here early. I haven't even opened the shop yet.
That's how much I love you, girl. Or I look up to you.
Wait, has Chioriya left already?
Yep, with the special patrol. Bright and early.
Did everything go all right on the road?
I believe so. The patrol makes for quite the entourage. The way they marched forward with Chioriya around the center, you'd think she was some sort of VIP. For the second leg, the Spina also came with a pretty large group. led by
See, she wasn't
Navia
joking.
herself.
See what I mean? They all wear tuxes and sunglasses.
They took care to clear the path beforehand as well. Kirara won't so much as step on a single stray rock on her journey. I even heard that Navia decided
I
out
gotta
of
say
the
this
blue to make
picture,
a
this
batch
is
of
hilarious.
macarons as a going-away gift for Kirara. An excellent souvenir to remember Fontaine.
Okay, I'll be right
by,
back.
I'd
I'm gonna
say.
go get some water. I'll let it keep
Sounds
playing
like
though.
Navia really got into it.
My thoughts exactly. She even lamented the fact that she didn't have time to prepare something even fancier. I'm pretty sure she can't wait for another escort opportunity to come her way.
You know, now that you mention Navia, Paimon thinks the two of you are actually pretty similar. You say what you mean, and when you have an idea, you really hit the ground running.
I suppose that's why we're such good friends. Navia has a certain resilience about her. It's part of who she is. No matter what comes her way, she never bows down in the face of adversity. That sort of determination and courage is something I really admire. That same spirit is the true vision of my brand. When she first mentioned commissioning an outfit for my boutique, well, I'm sure you can imagine my excitement.
It's like finding the perfect brand ambassador, huh?
Indeed. Customers pay attention not just to the clothes, but also to the figures in society who wear said clothes. People like to copy the styles of those they look up to.
Huh. And here Paimon thought all that mattered was for the clothes to look cute.
Fashion is
Yeah,
about more
I'm
than just
back.
looks,
I'm
my
gonna sit
dear.
down.
Especially if you've got your
My
sights
legs
set
are
on a
so
market
funny,
the
but
size
it's
of
awesome.
that.
I'm about to switch into PJs though when I'm done.
Well, would you look at the time?
Oh yeah. Come on, let's get down to business. We're here to model.
Yeah.
Indeed. Give me a moment while I go retrieve some fabrics and sample outfits.
Oh my god, I love those!
Help me set up the shop displays in the meantime.
I can't scream. I gotta be quiet.
Set them
Everyone's
up.
totally asleep in my house.
How exactly?
Just
Um,
carefully organize the ready-to-wear clothes with an eye toward their types and styles. This way, we can guarantee that the customers will see something different every day.
Whoa,
Okay.
there sure is a lot that goes into running a store.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, I'll leave the displays to you.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. We're gonna place the kimono. Men's attire. Women's formal attire. Girl, that's too less work. I need more.
Not bad. You might just have an eye for design.
Of course I do. I'm into fashion too, girl.
Anyway, let's move on to the real task at hand.
Okay?
Over here, stand still. I'll take your measurements first.
Excuse me, Miss Chiori.
Oh, good morning, Leanne. How have you been recently?
Not too bad.
Your gown will be ready next week, so there's no need to worry about missing the ball. Or did you come here today because you'd like to make a new request, perhaps?
Oh, no. Nothing like that, Miss Chiori. To be honest, I came here today to cancel my order for that gown.
What?
Cancel your order.
Why?
But you can keep the deposit, of course. I know you can't return any materials you've already used.
Don't worry about the materials. I'm more concerned about you. Did something happen, Leanne? Have your plans changed? It's all right. I'm not trying to make things difficult for you. I'll take note of the cancellation.
Thank you. I'm really sorry.
Don't worry about it. Just let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
That's kind of fishy. I mean, obviously she don't seem like a bad person, but
Is
it's
it
kind of
just
weird.
Paimon, or was she acting a bit strange
Say
just
what?
now? Wonder why she wouldn't tell us why she was canceling her order.
It's not a big deal. These things happen every once in a while. A family emergency, an important payday falling through, a lover's quarrel, no one to take you to the ball. I've pretty much heard it all. Judging from the look on her face, something's keeping her from revealing the truth to us. It's best not to pry.
Well, guess this means you'll have more time to work on fashion.
That's true. Come, let's pick up where we left off.
What?
Is Miss Chiori in?
I am. How can I help you?
I'd like to return this item.
What item?
Oh. Could I ask why?
It's just, not to my liking. You
That's
said I could get a refund if I
suspicious.
wasn't satisfied, so that's why I'm here.
Is there something about it that didn't meet your expectations? Are the sleeves too short? Or is the color too dark? I can always make those adjustments for you.
No need. You don't have to concern yourself with that. I'd just like that refund, please.
And I'd be happy to process that for you. If you could just tell me the cause of your dissatisfaction.
Is Chiori here? I'd like to return my outfit.
What the heck?
Another one?
Is there some sort of new calamity coming that I haven't heard about? Another flood? Or an apocalypse, maybe? What does the prophecy say this time? You'll be spared if you get rid of all your clothes? Surely the entire population of Fontaine didn't convene and pick this one day to come and return my clothes. What is going on?
Yeah, tell her. Scumbag.
What kind of rags are you trying to sell us, huh? The way I see it, this shop is nothing more than a black market front run by a bunch of dirty criminals.
What?
Please calm down, sir.
Who said that?
What is he talking about?
Yeah, what is he even freaking talking about?
Haven't you heard? Chioriya Boutique has been exposed for having close ties with criminals. It's all over the papers.
But she doesn't. She's been with us this entire time.
And just who is it that dares to throw that accusation around?
Well, you tell us. The fabrics you've got here, they're all sourced from underground factories, aren't they?
And Inazuma. Y'all haven't been there when she got them.
I've been transparent about my materials from the very beginning. I've already proved there's nothing wrong with them.
Y'all are like freaking what? 2 nations away?
If a little hearsay and baseless slander are enough to convince you, then by all means, go ahead and hand over your garments right now.
I agree with her
Spare yourself
there.
from that flood of yours. Or have you not been convinced of that one just yet?
You...
And don't even try. You're the one in the wrong. She's not. She didn't do anything wrong.
Elof!
Miss Chiori?
Go outside and help these customers with their return requests. There's no need to ask them why. We'll refund them at the purchase price.
Alright.
And once you're done, put up the sign that says we're closed for the day.
Got it.
Huh.
Chiori.
These rumors.
They couldn't be more fabricated if you tried. No need to worry about them.
No, I understand
I'm sure
you.
they'll be away on
I
their own in a
believe
few
you,
days.
girl. You don't seem like the type to even cooperate with criminals anyways.
The real goal here is to divert my attention away from Fashion Week. The best response right now is to tune it out and focus on finalizing my designs.
Okay?
You say so, but Paimon still can't help but worry.
The best way to respond to public skepticism is to let your work speak for itself. There will be no doubt about the quality of my work once my new designs are released.
That's one good way
The
to
public
work.
just has to see it for themselves.
Have a work ethic.
Miss Chiori, bad news!
What?
Oh, for the love of... Can a woman not get a moment of peace to do her work? Go on. What's the matter now?
It's our accessories supplier. They just sent word that they'll no longer be able to supply us during Fashion Week.
What? No accessories? Not even the ones we pre-ordered?
Yes, that's what their messenger said.
And what about the models we asked them to book for us?
I think they'll probably pull out as well.
Even the suppliers believe those nasty rumors?
Is
Oh
the
my
messenger
God.
still here?
No, they've already left.
What is wrong with people?
So, no accessories means no brooches, no bow ties, things like that?
Not just that. It means no gems, ribbons, gold thread. All the elements that lend life and soul to my designs.
But if you take those away, does that mean you won't be able to make your designs at all?
No, I'm pretty sure she can still make them. I mean, she could always use fabric she's got laying around.
Off. You stay and watch the shop. I'll go talk to the supplier myself.
We'll go with you.
Yeah, and we can vouch for you too. We'll make sure your supplier knows there's nothing wrong with your clothes.
Exactly.
Thank you. In that case, please come with me.
Yeah, girl, we got your back. Hello, Ella. What you gotta say?
I know Miss Chiori has put a lot of work into making Fashion Week a success. I hope you can talk things through with the supplier.
Oh, I will. I will for her and for you, girl. Don't worry, I got your back. Besides, you are a good worker for her. I approve. So the fashion person's over there, okay. I was just trying to find out where he was located, or she. I'm assuming it would be a he, though. Only reason I'm saying I assume it's a he is because the way she described the person, it sounds like a he.
We really are just going to talk, right?
Of course. I wouldn't do anything to one of my business partners, especially when a reasonable conversation should suffice.
Hopefully, we're gonna find out if I was correct or wrong. I was like, she was quiet for a second.
Who is it?
Yep, it is.
It's Chiori. We've worked together all these years. The least you could do is allow me a face-to-face conversation.
Straightforward as always, I see. You know, there are certain conventions people usually follow if they want to seek someone's company. Sending a messenger, for example.
Yeah, but you know her by now. She don't care about your rules.
Convention ever gotten me anywhere?
Exactly.
Why hire a messenger when I can just explain things in person?
Have you read the papers today?
No.
I don't like to waste my time on baseless lies and speculation. Maybe that's something you should consider as well.
You're right. I only subscribe to the Steambird. And most days, I never even read the others.
So, these rumors. The Steambird was the one that published them?
No, not at all. They were in some second-rate fashion tabloids.
Well then, there you go. Those sort of headlines become old news faster than you can read them. Surely a bit of tabloid drama isn't worth cutting off my supply.
You would think that. But this time is different.
Uh-huh.
Someone paid off the tabloids to publish the same article at once. They even went so far as to leave a copy in front of every house. That's how I first learned of the rumors.
Every house? That means someone must have been planning this for a very long time.
Uh-huh.
It seems your rival really pulled out all the stops this time, Chiori. The article was even published alongside a photo of you.
What?
What sort of photo?
A photo of you beating up someone on the street yesterday.
Yesterday? Wait, that means...
Ucher again.
Here, I've got a copy. See for yourselves.
I guess I'll read it. Chioriya Boutique. Darkness disguised behind a facade of fashion. Chioriya Boutique, located within our good court of Fontaine, claims to be a clothing store with a unique style. But there's another side to this tale for those few who look beneath that facade. Sources in the Fortress of Meripede say that not a few criminals have boasted of wearing Chioriya Boutique's clothing. I just felt that the atmosphere in there suited me, convicted felon Lyle said. These words met with wide approval from many of his fellow inmates. Our sources also stated that a prisoner who was recently convicted of violent conduct and battery also openly supported Chiori's designs a year ago. Upon close investigation of Chioriya's many suppliers, we discovered that there is something more to the discovery that the criminals favor its wares. The boutique is in truth comparable to an invisible hand, like a spider's web that connects these evildoers. Our investigations show that the Wenger family supplies the ornaments that adorn her designs, and a certain member of this household is a frequent guest at the fortress. But do birds of a feather not flock together? You know, that saying is stupid because in reality, no, they don't always flock together. Not only that, but many customers have also been subject to rough treatment of Chioriya. Mr. Valerian had this to say. A real brute, that one. Never mind refusing to tailor my clothes. Why, she seized her scissors and began wrecking them and threw me out the window. A clothing store? More like a thieves' lair, if you ask me. Doubtless, many of you may have wondered why the glass at Chioriya Boutique often shatters with a loud crash, leaving behind a terrifying mist. Mr. Valerian's unfortunate encounter unveils the truth. Just the day before this report was going to print, another such act of brutal battery occurred on the streets. Just imagine if you would, the scene playing out as depicted in the photo above. Chioriya, her countenance terrifying as she grabs her competitor, Mr. Utera, by the scruff, making threatening gestures towards him. This incident was ultimately broken up by the guards who reached the scene. When we asked criminals why they appreciated this brand, the answer we received was that Chioriya employs illegal competitive tactics to come out on top, giving hope to evildoers among us that wrongdoing can still prevail, provided you conceal it under the guise of fashion and beauty. Perhaps those who purchase clothes from this establishment may, following the establishment's philosophy, prefer to liquidate those with whom they have disagreements. Is Chioriya Boutique indeed a place blindly flattered by fashionistas that keep an exclusive clientele of crooks? I highly doubt that.
Behind the scenes, the true Chioriya Boutique takes shape. Not a fashion house, but a house of lies. Relying on its close ties to the criminal underworld, the Chioriya brand employs illegal competitive tactics to come out on top, giving hope to the evildoers among us that wrongdoing can still prevail, provided you conceal it under the guise of fashion and beauty.
I don't know what happened, and I don't want to comment on things that I didn't see with my own eyes. Still, that photo shows you to be the clear aggressor.
Okay, one second, I got one thing to say. I'm gonna say exactly how we're gonna say it. But Utera harassed Chiori first. He even hired some goons to attack her courier, Kirara. We were there to witness the entire damn thing.
Yeah, he was the one who started it, that little...
I appreciate you standing up for me, Paimon. But it can't be helped now.
It's not fair to her,
right.
though. She didn't do anything.
The court of public opinion has already made up its mind. Still, I've got to give your rival high marks for effort. They even dug up the fact that my father once served time in the fortress of Meripede.
But that was so long ago.
In the world of fashion, your past is like a piece of clothing stained with mud. Once tainted, it can never be washed clean. They claim that most of your clientele are criminals and that those who buy your clothes are just like you. People who silence all dissent with violence.
The absurdity. I don't even know which part to laugh at the most.
Well, it's no laughing matter. Maybe your clientele are criminals. Maybe they're not. There's even the possibility that they're just people who happen to commit crimes after buying your clothes. But with the way this article combines fact with rumor, trying to determine the truth is practically an exercise of futility. It's not something people are just going to forget about in a day or two, especially when they've found several people to back up their claims.
Yeah, but who are these so-called people? One of the persons from her trailer demo or whatever, and then the other ones I'm assuming from And is obviously Uter, who would do anything to make himself look good.
Venger, are you sure you won't reconsider? If we go through with the show together, we can defeat them fair and square.
If I were younger, I might have said yes. But I'm no longer that brave young man with nothing to lose. I've got the family business to consider now. I'd be perfectly happy to work with you again after this. But my daughter is manning the store during Fashion Week, and I don't want her implicated in all of this. She doesn't deserve to be swarmed by all that negative publicity.
I understand.
Let me offer you a piece of advice, Chiori. For old time's sake. Let this Fashion Week go. There's always next year. You just need to wait for all of this to blow over.
You're free to wait things out, Venger. I'll make my own choices.
Have you ever thought maybe that attitude of yours is what's gotten you into all this trouble?
I love her attitude personally, so shut up.
Have you ever thought maybe this attitude of mine is precisely what paved the way for my success?
Well, fair enough. Then, I suppose all there's left to say is... best of luck. As for the models... none of them wanted to be implicated in all of this either.
That's okay, we can find her models.
Understood. Take care.
So, what should we do now?
Without the accessories, I can no longer use my old designs.
How could they do this? They're making things up. The boutique doesn't have anything to do with violent criminals. Can't people tell this is just a bunch of lies?
Public opinion has never been about what's true and what's not. It's about echoing the loudest voice in the room. I should have seen it from the beginning. Uter knows me too well. Everything that happened yesterday was just a trap.
Well, guess all we can do is just head back for now.
Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte, what are you doing here?
Looking for you, of course. Did you see those fashion tabloids this morning?
You mean that sorry excuse for an article? Oh, just thinking about it makes Paimon's blood boil.
You too, huh? Whoever wrote that article must have known the Steambird would never print something so defamatory. Unfortunately, not all papers in Fontaine share our same sense of journalistic integrity. Miss Chiori doesn't deserve to suffer all this baseless slander. I was just about to find some people to interview so that I can write an article to refute all those claims. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's people who misrepresent and distort the facts.
Exactly, we gotta fight back.
That's great! With your help, we might be able to get some people back on our side!
It's my pleasure. I've met Miss Chiori several times. I know she's not the kind of person that article makes her out to be. She was the one who made the hat and tie for my camera, Monsieur Verite. Speaking of Miss Chiori, do you know where she went? Alof told me you were all together.
She was just here. Maybe she went over there? Let's go check!
Okie dokie.
If you ask me, I think Chioriya Boutique is done.
Oh, shut up.
I mean, what did they expect? Engaging with criminals behind their customers' backs.
That is not what happened at all.
They kept up a solid front, though. I've even bought from them before.
Really? How was it?
The owner was plenty fierce, that's for sure. Makes sense if she regularly deals with criminals, I guess. I've got the chills just thinking about it.
Girl, we gonna throw hands. Where did she go? It disappeared.
Oh no, we've lost her. Did you hear what all those people were saying? Paimon can't believe they bought all that nonsense.
Miss Chiori doesn't often appear in public or give a lot of interviews, so the general public hasn't had a chance to really get to know her. It's also true that her way of dealing with things can be a little extreme sometimes. It's easy to use that to mislead people who don't know anything else about her.
Right, yeah, that is true. She's got a point.
Oh, this is all Tear's fault. Paimon would pick him up and throw him across the room too if she could.
Exactly.
Wait a second. You
And
don't
I
think
bet you
Chiori might have
Paimon.
gone looking for him, do you? You know, so she can, finish what she started?
That would only make the situation worse for her. I'm sure Miss Chiori knows that too.
You've got a point. Let's just return to the boutique and see if she's there then.
Hopefully.
Elaf, we're back! Oh, who's this?
Ah, this is Miss Letitia. She's also here to see Miss Chiori.
Oh, you were the one who came to collect the wedding dress yesterday, right? Wait, please don't say you're returning that dress too.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just here to thank her. In fact, if there's anything I can do to help her out, I'd be more than willing.
Ah, so you've come across that article as well.
Yeah, you probably don't know this, but after I got engaged, I didn't think I'd be able to wear a Chioriya dress on my wedding day.
Why?
My fiancé owns a small business. It doesn't bring in a lot of mora, but we get by. After he proposed, he took me to Chioriya Boutique, and we put down a custom order for a dress. He probably noticed how often I talked about Miss Chiori's clothes, and how pretty they were. Being able to wear one of her dresses to my wedding has always been my dream.
And then?
And then, something happened to the business, and we ran into major mora problems. We were able to scrounge up enough to pay off our debts, but it left us without the funds to pay for the dress.
Aww.
But didn't Chiori say she was able to make the dress from what was left of the original deposit?
Yes. When I came to cancel the order, she asked if something happened, and I told her everything. She heard me out, and then told me not to worry. She assured me that the deposit I paid would be enough for the dress, and that she'd be able to finish making it in time as well. She promised that I'd be able to wear a Chioriya dress on my wedding day.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? I've always known Miss Chiori to be a woman of her word.
It is good. It's just, after I went home yesterday, I couldn't help but take out the dress and try it on. My fiancé happened to walk into the room, and when he saw me, he froze on the spot.
Ah, what a shame. He's not supposed to see it until the wedding day.
Well, see, that wasn't actually the issue. He's seen a lot of wedding dresses in his time doing business. So as soon as he saw it, he knew for sure that it must have cost far more than what we paid.
Huh? So wait, that means...
Yeah. Miss Chiori covered all the costs and held nothing back. The fabric, accessories, beading, construction. It was all of the highest quality.
She did it out of the goodness of her heart, the kindness of her heart,
Miss
too.
Letitia, I'd really like to use your story for a piece I'm writing about the boutique. Would you mind going on the record?
Huh? Well, if it would help Miss Chiori out, I wouldn't mind at all.
Exactly.
I think it'd go
That's
a long
really,
way.
really nice.
Your real experience is more powerful
She went out of
than
her
all
way to
those
make a
lies
dress for
combined.
someone who really, really wanted to own one of her clothes. That's so sweet.
Hey, Olaf! Has Chiori
Yeah,
come
has
back
she?
here since we left?
Huh? I thought you were all together.
Well, we were. If she didn't come back here, then do you know of any other places she could have gone?
Oh, I remember now. There's this one cliff by the sea. Miss Chiori would always go there whenever she was upset.
In that case, why don't we split up? I'll continue interviewing Miss Letitia, and you two can go look for Miss Chiori.
Okie
Alright,
dokie.
sounds good. Let's go!
Oh, I see. Okay. I'm just gonna teleport to this waypoint then. Hey, I found her.
There you are, Chiori!
Uh-huh. How did you know where I... Alof told you, didn't she?
She did. We were just looking for you at the shop and Letitia was there. She wanted to thank you for the dress. So, you see? You don't have to be sad. We'll figure out how to get through this together.
I'm not upset. I just wanted to get some fresh air. Want to sit here with me? The view's quite stunning.
It's pretty high up. It doesn't look like there's a lot of space.
Sorry about that. I'm the only one here most of the time.
Alright, don't mind if we do.
Well,
wow.
How does it feel?
This place is pretty great.
Right? It's quiet and open, and far from the relentless critique from fashion commentators and the media. It's just you and the beautiful scenery.
Yeah, it's important to take yourself out of that kind of stressful environment every once in a while.
I didn't grow up in a very strict family. My parents would joke that I grew up to be so assertive because they spoiled me as a child.
Aww.
I would get together with the other children to climb trees and explore caves. One time, I even climbed over the walls of the Kamisato estate. One of the servants had to physically remove me.
Whoa, Paimon would have never imagined that!
But even as rambunctious as I was, when it came to needlework, I was as quiet and focused as could be. It was as if I discovered a whole new world within those vibrant, dazzling fabrics. You know the feeling?
Sorta.
My parents noticed, and they sent me to study under a famous Inazuman tailor. It wasn't long before I had driven away pretty much every master tailor on the archipelago. You could say I really tried their patience.
You were that misbehaved?
I wasn't misbehaved, exactly. I just often had strange ideas when it came to fashion. Ones that weren't in line with traditional ways of doing things. On top of that, I hated the idea of groveling and making outfits for every arrogant big shot expecting me to be at their beck and call. Anyway, a few incidents later, I soon found myself without a master. Worse, not one shop was willing to hire me. Not even to do grunt work.
No wonder you left Inazuma.
I was angry and frustrated. So, before I left, I swore to all those masters that my brand would one day become renowned all over Teyvat.
Well, that's a great dream to strive towards.
After that, I came all the way to the court of Fontaine, a city often referred to as the capital of arts and fashion. I had a lot of fun starting out. Sure, I was living in a small cramped room, but I was finally free to make whatever I wanted. I had a far more naive view of fashion back then. As long as something was pretty, it would become popular, right? A simple concept, surely. Of course, as I spent more and more time in the industry, I learned nothing was ever that simple. Least of all, fashion.
Well, I know someone who absolutely adored your designs and dreamed of wearing one at her wedding.
Oh, you mean Letitia?
Yep.
Yeah, she did mention that dream. I'll be honest with you. That's the first time I ever heard something like that from one of my customers. Who would have thought? Even as I continue to pursue my dream, my work has also become someone else's. Alright, that's enough sightseeing for one day. Time to come up with a way out of this mess.
Yes, girl. We got your back.
Ooh, looks like you've got your game face back.
Yep.
Back? It was never gone to begin with. I did say I wasn't upset, didn't I?
Paimon thinks we should look for evidence that Uter wrote that article, and that he hired those treasure hoarders to attack Kirara. Charlotte's already working on an article to address all those nasty rumors so we can publish all our findings in the Steambird once we're done.
I don't like duking it out in the press. But if Charlotte's thrown her hat in the ring,
I won't stop her either.
Trust me, if anyone could help you with that in the paper portion of it, trust me, it is Charlotte. That girl is good at gathering information like the back of her hand. Somehow she got an interview with Risley.
I know where Uter's clothing factory is located.
Oh.
It might be a good place to start looking for some evidence.
Suppose.
Sounds good. We'll come with.
Okay.
As for Fashion Week, well, there's always next year, right? So there's no need to be too upset.
Huh? When did this become an either-or situation?
Exactly,
Find
girl.
incriminating
Can't think
evidence
like
or
that.
participate in Fashion Week. I'm doing both.
Yeah, let's do both.
But your accessories. Didn't you say your designs were unusable without them?
Girl, it is. Girl, it takes a creative mind to do both, and she is obviously both smart, pretty.
Well, it's true that I haven't quite figured out what to do about that, but
what's the term I'm trying to think of?
to tell you the truth, even here in Fontaine, every time I see the sea,
Resourceful, yep.
I can't help but remember Inazuma and the vow I made in
And
front of
ambitious,
those masters.
that's another.
Thinking about all that, I just can't bear to take even one step back. The sea.
What did you just say, Chiori?
The sea. Seashells, coral. I've got it.
She's got design.
Got what?
Her new fashion design.
Come, let's take a dip, shall we?
Chiori, wait, hold up!
Obviously, Paimon don't get it. If I'm correct and it is her fashion design, that shows I do know fashion, okay? Yeah, I can tell by her reaction that it is fashion related.
Paimon, what do you think is the most beautiful thing in the sea?
A Lumitoile? Or a pearl, maybe? Oh, coral's pretty too. Ah, Paimon gets it now! You want to use things like that as the accessories for your designs!
Well, now that you hit the nail on the head, help me grab some, would you?
See, I was correct! See, I knew it. I understood it. Like I said, when it comes to a fashion designer, you can tell when they've got they've sparked a new creative idea. They get this specific flair in their tone of voice. Kind of like if you were like surprised on a birthday. You know what I mean? Like, oh! Or, like that, in a way, you know what I mean? Boom! Oh, I love this one. You wanna fight? Let's fight. I'm gonna lose. One second, while I'm over here, I kinda wanna grab this chat. One second, I'm trying to find out where this so-called Hydroculus is. I don't see, it's probably down there. It's right down there, I see it. It is a bubble. How do I get in there? Okay, I'll figure that out later. Let me get to this teleport waypoint. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna go get the last of her things. There's nothing here. I see. I think I need that bubble person. There we go.
These should be enough, right? Paimon picked all the prettiest ones in this area. Chiori, will these do?
I gotta get the picture on the water.
Everything looks great. I've also collected a pretty big batch, so we should have enough.
Great! So are we gonna head back now and make some new designs?
Yes, but don't forget. We've got more than just the designs to worry about when we get back.
Exactly. We return to the boutique with Chiori. The fashionista queen.
Okay, we've got the materials for the accessories. Next, we'll need to use what we have on hand to create some new outfits.
Okay.
You mean we have to start from scratch? Will there be enough time?
Oh, but Chiori on the case, I'm sure there will be.
I should be able to make it, if I skip out on sleep.
Oh no, skipping out on sleep is not the answer. Wait, how come this conversation is I'm on major deja vu?
Sounds pretty similar to one we've had with Ganyu before.
Well, anyway, sleep is
I didn't get I pushed the wrong one. I feel so bad.
Well, I can't argue with you there. One thing's for sure, though. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it work. All this grit and determination. It reminds me of the first fashion week I ever participated in.
What else can we help with?
Let me see. I suppose all there's left to do is tear up all the outfits currently on display.
You got it! Wait, what did you say?
The way she just now realized exactly what she said.
You heard me. Tear them all up.
She's gonna make outfits out of them. She's gonna make new ones.
When I went to that first fashion week, I had no savings to speak of. Just a few dozen yards of fabric and a dream. I had to make something work, so I tore up all the clothes that I brought with me from Inazuma, and I used the scraps to make my entries for the show. I used the larger pieces for the base fabric, and the smaller pieces for accessories. If it worked back then, why not now? We can also repurpose some of the ready-to-use accessories in the shop as well.
But you worked so hard on all these outfits!
I know. That's why I refuse to let it all go to waste. I'm not going to let them win, even if it takes everything I've ever made and more.
Okay, then... Here goes nothing.
No need to be nervous. I won't hold it against you. Of course, if anyone dared to tear up one of my dresses in front of me on a normal day, I'd probably toss them into the sewer.
Oh, trust me, girl, I'd never do that to your clothes. I love your clothes. They're so pretty.
Just this once, though. I think I can make an exception. Go ahead and tear them up. Think of it as a good way to vent your emotions.
Okay. Oh. There you go.
Good job. That should do it.
Chiori, are you alright? Sorry for taking so long. I got caught up and... Whoa. What happened to your shop? Who did this? Those monsters. Slandering you in the papers wasn't enough for them, was it? They even sent people to wreck your shop. Give me their names. Since they're all too eager to tear up other people's clothes, I think it's about time the Spina di Rotula return
Our reaction! She should go beat us up. Girl, we're besties! We didn't do it intentionally. She told us to. It's not our fault.
Maybe you should calm down a bit first, cause you see,
I was the one who did it. Boss, please go easy on us.
Ugh, what is this, a soap opera? I was the one who asked the traveler to tear up the outfits. We need all the fabric and accessories we can get.
Oh, so that's what happened. I guess I got a bit ahead of myself just now. back to what you were doing, everyone. You can all just pretend like I didn't say anything.
Kinda hard when you said you're gonna beat us up.
Navia sure is scary when she's angry.
She's like an angry mother, okay? Leave her alone.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a false accusation. No one's gonna orchestrate some conspiracy to take down one of my friends and get away with it.
You and Chiori are really close.
Of course. Everyone knows that Chiori makes the most gorgeous outfits in town. All of the Spina di Rosula's formal wear is custom tailored here.
Really?
Now, if only you'd give me the contract for your uniforms as well.
As if you'd enjoy designing something as boring and formulaic as a uniform. That's why I didn't ask you in the first place, silly. Plus, with how much your intel has helped us out in the past, to the Spina, you're more of an intelligence agency than a fashion boutique.
If I had it my way, it would be the other way around.
Anyway, we both know why I'm here. Tell me, how can the Spina be of service to you?
If it's not too much trouble, can I borrow some skilled hands to help with some simple sewing work? I'll need all the help I can get if I'm going to finish these outfits over the next few days.
Oh, no problem. I've got a few of those guys all ready to go. I just knew you wouldn't be intimidated into withdrawing from this year's show. When are you going to get started? I can help with sewing too.
Actually, there's something else I'd like to ask of you.
Ask away.
Oh, and Traveler and Paimon, could you help me pass word to Linny and Lynette? I'll need their help as well.
Gladly.
I'm done with my interview. Has Miss Chiori made it back yet? Oh! What happened to the boutique? Who did this? Give me names. I'll make sure every last one lands a full feature on the front page of the Steambird tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Not this again.
At least you know she's got some good friends.
What should we do about these clothes everywhere? Need any help?
Sort them by the type of fabric first, and then by color. Oh, and don't forget to remove any accessories and put them to the side.
That sounds pretty straightforward. I'll help too.
Yep, at least she got it. It is pretty straightforward. Off to see Linny and Lynette. Oh yeah, 'cause doesn't she need a male model too? Makes sense. I sat here with the fact that they both were literally said that they were gonna beat up whoever did it.
Time to relax. Sweet dreams.
And we're here.
Linny, Lynette! Great, you're both here!
A moment later and you'd have missed us.
We read the article in the papers. We were just about to go find Miss Chiori. She helped design a number of our costumes in the past and even sponsored one of our performances. The time has come, it seems, for us to return
Actually,
the
she
favor.
asked for you anyway.
Oh, perfect! She was the one who sent us!
In that case, I assume that there's something we can do to help?
Yeah? I guess we don't get to hear
all we
it.
need to do?
Check in with her again once she's done with all the new design!
But the show's in another 2 days.
Dude, that's exactly what she was gonna say.
Understood. Then we'll have faith in her decision. We'll go make some preparations. See you at the venue in 2 days.
Okie dokie.
Alright, we're counting on you!
Yes, we are, sir.
Okay, then let's also do as Chiori said and meet up with her at Uther's factory in 2 days. We'll gather the evidence then. Oh,
Okie dokie.
Paimon sure hopes she won't have a hard time making all those new outfits for the show.
Okie dokie. Not bad. Waiting for 2 days later. 1, 2. I mean, of course I don't throw one into the morning, otherwise it's gonna look weird. Weird as heck. Look at Paimon! She's like stuck. Frozen sideways. Can you imagine being stuck in time like that? That'd be awful. I'd just be like, oh my god, can I please stand up straight now? And the world's just like, no! Be hunched over to the side. Where your ribs are poking to the side. Oh, the factory. Where? Wait, it's below us. What?
Time to relax.
I have her out because when she's faster to go with. With it. And drop. 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 Where am I going?
Sweet dreams. Time to relax. Oh, you're here.
Chiori! How are the new outfits coming along? You look kinda tired.
Just a few steps left now. I've handed the rest over to Alof. We should be able to make tonight's show.
Wow, that's cutting it real close. Are you sure she'll be okay without you?
Don't worry. I have no intention of giving ground on either front. With the fashion show scheduled for tonight, Uter has closed his factory. This is our only chance to secure any incriminating evidence.
Okay, Paimon totally gets that this is all his fault and he totally deserves it, but wouldn't we technically be trespassing on his property if we just barge in like this?
His factory is usually open to the public. It may not be open for business right now, but that doesn't mean visitors can't stop by for a tour.
Oh, okay.
We're just curious customers after all, aren't we?
I mean... I guess you could say that. I mean, girl, I'll be your alibi if you need one.
Well, when you put it that way...
Anyway, Uter's factory is right over there. Let's hurry up and get moving.
Why would he open a factory over there?
We have different marketing strategies. While I specialize in high-end custom garments, he prefers low prices and large sales volumes. I don't know.
Alright.
Ha! Should just called him out.
It's really creepy. Paimon would never choose to buy anything from a place like that.
You make a good point. Let's all be on our guard.
Okie dokie. Wait, how do I get up there? Oh, I just come this long freaking ladder. I can already tell it's almost over. Just by judging by how we're getting to, you can feel like it's like the feeling you get of going to the climax of everything. Girl, I know it's lower, but I'm probably gonna have Chiori with me, so I really don't care. You know what I mean? I'm not too worried. I took my box cutter with me once again. Instead of leaving it at the store. At least then I'll be tired enough to go to bed after this. Of course, that means I stream twice in one day, but that's fine with me. See if I can do get to play as her! Taking screenshots. Perfect. Okay, let's go. Gotta watch out for chests though, because they need time.
We're in. There really is nobody here.
It's kind of strange though, if you think about it. Like, why isn't there anyone here? Like, you think there'd be at least some sort of security, you know what I mean? At least in, like, a place that sells fashion. If you know what I mean. Oh. Okay, I almost fell there. Oh, I didn't. Why am I supposed to go this way? What's down there?
Welcome, dear visitors.
Paimon nearly fell out of the air! What is that thing?
A mechanical guide. They usually use a recorded tape to give you a tour of the factory.
Please, follow me, dear guests.
Assuming I can't go down there. Boy, I'm not even up there. Wait a second.
Sweet dreams!
Okay, I'm with you right now. I'm also gonna snoop for chests, so give me 1 second. Okay, we're good. Let's go.
First stop on our tour is a look at the gradual evolution of our clothing brand.
Yeah? Hey, where'd he go? Boy, slow down!
Time to relax.
After that, we welcome you to peruse our most popular styles.
Huh. Lothair seems to be doing pretty well for himself, doesn't he? Why would he feel the need to bother you when he could just focus on improving his own brand?
This is the studio where our designs are made. Please, take a look around at your leisure.
Yep, this seems like Lothair's workspace, all right. Let's see what we can find.
Notes on the table. The courier shall arrive at the city in the morning via, whichever you want to consider it. Paper on the bookshelf. Some examples of Lothair's old designs. There's nothing strange about them. Notebook. Marketing expenses 100,000 more. Employment expenses 200,000 more. Material expenses.
These are the fitting rooms. Please use them at your leisure.
Huh? There seems to be something in this fitting room.
Oh. Investigate. Wait, what?
Why did the door just close?
Hold on tight, Paimon.
Why is it moving?
It's like an elevator. It's like an elevator, like I said, arithmetic.
It
an
seems
elevator.
to have stopped.
Where did this thing take us?
It seems like we're someplace deeper inside the factory.
I kill them super duper fast. Oh my god, this girl is so OP. Get some fruit. Can I break this? Or... Can I even go in the water? Oh, I can't. The water is so nasty.
Look out! There are guards here!
I will have order.
You're dead meat!
Okay, I got the chase. Let's go. What the heck is this? What? Oh! As I was saying, that's totally not dangerous.
This place is filthy! Are the clothes from Uter's shop seriously made here?
Look over there.
Yeah, what is that?
Ugh, that water looks super nasty. Oh, Paimon can smell the stench from all the way over here.
And I was the one using unsafe materials, Uter?
So he was actually the one who opened an underground factory.
No wonder his clothes always felt weird to the touch.
Ew.
He's been using all manner of tricks here in a bid to cut costs.
Should the clothes made here even be worn?
Never mind issues with shrinking and fading. These materials can give you skin problems if you wear them too often.
That's terrifying.
Exactly, it's so unsanitary, it's gross. Oh, they're taking pictures.
This way he won't be able to try and deny anything in court. Alright, let's keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going. Chiori's elemental skull can cause her to dash forward. Hold the aim and adjust the direction of the said dash. Okay, come on. After you have decided your dash direction, release to use the elemental skull and dash to the target location. We're gonna go up there, so we're gonna go.
Doesn't look like there's a path here.
Follow me. Let's go.
Okay, I gotta be fast with this one. Can I get up there though, or? Try not to walk off the edge here. No, 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 no. I guess I gotta walk against that this time. That's fine. Look at how dolly. And bump. I just gotta continuously walk so I can get over there. One second. I say, I don't like it can really push me out. Whee! Cause I made it.
Yep. This place seems like some kind of warehouse. Ugh, and it stinks too.
If it stinks, I'm assuming it's human waste, which is even grosser.
Our way in's been blocked.
He wants to trap us in the factory.
Seems like he knew we'd be coming.
You did say he knew you really well, didn't you?
Yes. And that's because we used to be partners.
Excuse me, what?
Each other's throats! Now you're telling us you used to work together?
When I first came to Fontaine, we were both fledgling designers who longed to gain a foothold in the world of fashion. We shared the same goal, so we decided to work together. In the beginning, we both wanted to make clothes that would stand out from the crowd and shatter tradition. The kind of clothes that would turn heads and leave people in awe. But with every criticism we received, and every sponsor that rejected us, Uter's confidence disappeared little by little. Finally, right before Fashion Week, he came to the conclusion that we wouldn't be able to make the designs we always dreamed of, and we parted ways. For my part, I gambled it all, and devoted everything I had to that 1 week. I came out the other side with something that really made me proud. I was nervous to present it, of course, but I knew it was my chance to show the industry what I was made of. In the end,
You received the acclaim of all Fontaine while Uter gave up on his dream and turned to making this sketchy stuff.
I don't know the exact details of what happened after that. All I know is, after I opened Chioriya Boutique, he's harassed me every year since.
He's just jealous of what you've accomplished. A guy like that doesn't deserve your sympathy.
Exactly. He's just a scumbag who... Or, correction, he's just a scumbag and a 2-year-old man-child who's mad because he didn't get what he wanted, but you got what you wanted because you worked for it and he didn't. You just decided to give up. Which is totally fair on your part because you actually worked for what you have. Like, girl is more manly than the man himself.
Well, let's focus on getting out of here first.
And I love that.
Missing the show is as good as letting him win.
She's not a wimp. He sounds like a wimp to
panels
me.
over there. Let's see if any of those buttons do anything.
Where am I going? Over here. Okay. Am I supposed to push him or hit him?
Oh, that doesn't seem to have done anything.
Found it. Is there a reason or?
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Ow.
Let's go, Tomato.
This is order.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
I will have order.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized.
Look over there.
Not long.
Seems
I
like
just
there's a
killed
way
them all.
out. Maybe we can use these mechanisms to get higher.
Oh, really? Okay.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Are you trying to get up there, right?
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I just gotta get on that thing. Okay.
Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode. Warning. Warning. Unauthorized intruders entering expulsion mode.
We finally made it out. Why does it feel like the movement patterns of those mechs have changed?
Warning. Warning.
He knows, Paimon.
Intruders initiating shutdown procedure.
Watch it, he's just mad that we beat him to it.
Unauthorized intruders.
See, I'd be good at playing her character.
Shutdown procedure.
Ooh, I found a big chase. Let's go. Get the fall. Oh, I gotta summon it. Where am I going? Oh, it's one of these thingies. Okay. I'm gonna do the hoppity thing. Grab my mermaid. Ready? I think I can do the mermaid trick. 1 second. I wanna do the mermaid trick. Let me do the mermaid trick. It's okay, I can probably do it from this angle. 1, 2, 3. Or not. I'm scared.
We're
Oh, we are
finally out
back.
of that stinky place. Let's take this evidence and get out of here.
I bet you he's out here waiting.
entrance, at last.
More guards.
Oh, those chambers couldn't hold you, I see. What a surprise.
It doesn't seem much of a surprise for me. She's awesome, unlike you.
We've collected a bunch of evidence on all the nasty stuff happening at your factory. You're not getting away this time, Ute.
No, you're not, bud.
The evidence on your person, you mean? What makes you think I have any intention of letting it get past these walls?
How do you plan to stop us?
More mechanical guards? Really? Ever thought about using these funds for a legitimate purpose?
Oh, but this is a legitimate purpose.
What? Destroying Chioriya Boutique? Or continuing to make your rotten rags?
Oh, nice comeback, girl.
Proving that fashion is merely a laughable farce. A carnival of ignorance!
You know what your problem is, Ute? You've become so obsessed with the concept of fashion itself that you let it paralyze you. Stop trying to cater to it. Focus on your own work, and you get to decide what fashion means.
Exactly.
Spare me the lecture, why don't you? Sooner or later, you'll cater to all the voices too, you know. After all, what is fashion but another form of public opinion?
Fashion is about aspiring towards a certain ideal. But it's up to you to decide what it is. My brand caters to no one but myself and my vision. That's my ideal, and it's not going to change.
Well, once the people witness their former darling's spectacular fall, they'll understand how laughable that ideal truly is.
That's what you've been trying to prove all this time? Your jaded understanding of the industry is the reason you've had it out for my brand for so long? You weren't like this before, Ute. What happened to the man who wanted to make something that would bring the entire world to its knees?
Exactly.
He realized long ago how utterly naive and ridiculous that dream was.
You gave up on your dream, but that wasn't enough, was it? You had to find a way to prove to yourself that it could never have been possible at all. You think you understand, but you're just a bitter man who let his regrets dictate his choices. You regret giving up on your dream. So you stopped at nothing to prove to yourself that it wasn't the wrong choice. This whole thing, Ute. It's pathetic.
Pathetic?
Oh
Why don't
my God,
you
her
take a look
entire
in the
tone
mirror?
just changed.
You're a fool daydreaming
But
about
she's not wrong.
taking all of Tibet by storm. Well, good luck doing that when even Fontaine doesn't have a place for you anymore.
You're right. Maybe all those who pursue their dreams are fools. But more pitiful still are cowards who are too afraid to even attempt what the fool is brave enough to try.
Exactly.
You...
Chiori, you go first. You've got a show to catch.
Yeah, just leave this guy to us.
No, you go instead.
But he has a gun.
It'll be fine. Just go to the venue and tell everyone to proceed with the plan. I'll deal with him. Some lessons are best delivered in person.
I mean, alright.
Catch up with us soon.
Trying to leave, are we?
Girl, go off.
I've held back all this time because of our past partnership, Ute. But all that changed after our tour of your factory.
And what's funny, if you really think about it, as I said before, her fighting style, her swords, replicate the way she uses them. She uses them as a pair of scissors.
Still trying to talk tough, I see.
No matter what you've been through, no matter why you've become like this. If I may borrow the words of a friend, a guy like you doesn't deserve my sympathy. Allow me to show you the true meaning of the Chioriya brand. The Chioriya brand represents more than a person or a trademark. It's a way of life.
Ria,
Greetings, friends at Fontaine Fashion Week. Please feast your eyes on the extravaganza that Chioriya Boutique has prepared
It's
for you
Chioriya!
today.
Brilliant, dazzling, and wholly unique. And most importantly,
An enduring, never-say-die spirit. That's the true meaning of the Chioriya brand. And now, let's welcome the thundering seamstress, Miss Chiori herself.
Did Chiori not...
She made it.
Lights, cameras, over here, please.
Let the show begin.
Oh my god.
the world may change.
Lynette's outfit
Fashion
and
along with
Lenny's.
it.
Oh my
But
god.
Chioriya will remain the same.
Not
No challenge is too great. Chioriya caters
Chioriya.
to no one. Not even the times.
So beautiful. I like
Rather,
Lynette's
Chioriya will always
especially.
lead the fashion of our time. Finally, let's not forget.
I think Lynette's is by far my favorite.
Only those who do not give up on their dreams are worthy of this brand. Well then, I suppose all that's left to say is, Happy Fashion Week, fellow dreamers.
After the fashion show, everyone returns to Chioriya Boutique. I love that. Like I said, Lynette's was my favorite. Out of all those, Lynette's was my favorite. Her hair. My girl, that hair was fire!
How about this?
A little more to the left.
Like this?
Perfect.
Phew. Oh, that looks great! Miss Chiori, can I take a picture?
Of course.
I didn't know you'd make a brand new signboard.
I made it before Fashion Week. I figured it'd be best to put it up after the success of the show.
Well, how can you become renowned through all of Tevat without a fancy signboard of your own? The Spina's way ahead of you in that regard.
Now that you mention it, perhaps our magic troupe could use one of those.
Our signatures are the Grinmalkin cat and the Bogglecat box. Oh, and we need to add Pear as well.
Pear would need an alias, of course. How about... the Hangry Bird.
The Hangry Bird. That's a little close to Angry Bird there, sir. She liked it. That was funny.
So, does that mean your signboard is going to be 2 cats and a penguin stuffed into a single hat?
Ooh, that sounds super snuggly and warm.
And a bit cramped.
Yeah, and a bit crap. Lynette's not wrong.
Miss Chiori, I'm done taking pictures. You can expect the article in tomorrow's Steambird, along with the evidence the Traveler gathered.
Thank you, Charlotte.
It's my pleasure. Bringing the truth to light is a journalist's duty.
Going forward, feel free to custom order any accessories you need for Monsieur Verite. It's on the house.
Ooh. Yeah. Wait, did we get the same thing then too, or?
Huh? You really mean it?
Of course. The same goes for you too, Linny and Lynette. If you have need of any costumes in the future, just drop me a note.
What about something other than a costume?
Thank you, Chiori. It's much appreciated.
Well, I don't really need anything. Just don't be a stranger, all right?
I don't need anything either. So long as you continue to request my international courier services from Komania Express, we're golden.
Actually, that reminds me. When will you be leaving, Kirara?
Huh? About that.
The Spina di Rosula has prepared a special vehicle for you, so you can just get in and
Look at
we'll
Farmer's
push it all the way
face.
out of Fontaine.
Look at my face.
What? No, that's so embarrassing.
Ooh, do we get something nice too, Chiori?
Of course. Just hold on a second.
Disrupting public order at the show, appropriating venue lighting equipment without authorization, using weaponry in public, hosting a dangerous performance without notifying the authorities.
Chevres, we can explain.
If you come across anyone who matches those descriptions, please report them to the Special Patrol at your earliest convenience.
Enjoyed that, didn't you?
Yeah, she did.
Really scared
She
me
did it on
to death.
purpose, girl. You gave us a heart attack.
Says the one who pulled that stunt earlier. How about you do me a favor and tell me in advance next time you're planning something like that?
And if I had, would you have approved?
No, but it would have at least spared me a whole lot of anxiety.
Well, I would say I more than made it up to you, have I not? A whole underground workshop in the Fleuve Sandra, and the man responsible all tied up and handed to you on a silver platter. Sounds pretty thoughtful if you ask me.
All right, I won't argue with you. You can have this one.
Well, friends, I would say we've earned ourselves a nice meal for our efforts. Let's go. Spina's treat.
Fine with me?
I'll have to take a rain check. I've still got a lot of paperwork to take care of, so you all go have fun. Oh, by the way, Chiori, I ran into Venger on the way here. He had a message for you.
I don't need to hear it. I'm sure the old fool used pretty much every apology in the book. I'll just visit him some other day and give him a hard time about everything.
You know him well.
Thanks again, Chevres.
My pleasure. Oh, and one last thing. That was really quite an amazing show.
You don't say.
All right, all right. Follow me if you want in on the celebration feast. Come on, we're leaving.
She really wants us all to have a dine together.
Traveler, Paimon, could you go wait for me at that place with the view? I'll let Navia know that we'll be a little late. There's something I'd like to give you.
A place with a view? Oh, Paimon knows where you mean. Sure, no problem.
Perfect. I'll be right there.
Okay, okay. She means a little get-together spot up here.
Turn that frown upside down.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, we didn't wait long at all. But what did you want to give us that you couldn't share right in front of everyone else?
Here, take this.
Oh, wow! A brooch! And in the style of Chioriya Boutique, too! Wait, Paimon gets one as well?
Yay!
I've only made 2 for now. After much consideration, I decided to give them to you two.
Thank you. I'll take good care of it. Like, I mean, very, 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 very good care of it, girl.
You've been a great help. Even when things were looking bleak, you stayed by my side. There were even times when I felt like I had to fight back and win. Even if it was just to honor the trust that you had in me.
Of course. I'll always trust you and I always have your back.
Well, we may have helped a little, but Paimon would say you deserve most of the credit. This result, it was all you, Chiori.
Yep.
I know for certain that was not the case. I've chased my dream for so long that I've come to understand something.
What's that?
Apart from conviction and persistence, the thing that matters most is having friends who believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself. A single person can only do so much. Without all your help, Chioriya Boutique could have easily fallen to ruin.
Well, Paimon doesn't think it would have ever gotten to that point. Not if you had anything to say about it.
Exactly.
But, about the stuff you said at the show, You aren't worried it'll rub some people the wrong way?
Perhaps my words were a little pretentious, but they do reflect how I truly feel. I won't bow or scrape before any force in this world, much less any individual.
Good to keep that in mind.
I'm confident in the quality of my work. Create something beautiful, and there will always be people who appreciate it.
Well, guess there's nothing to worry about then. Should we go back and join them at the victory feast?
Oh, yes, of course. But before that, I'd like to admire the view for just a little while longer.
I'm not just hungry. When ain't she hungry?
You know, of all the nights I've spent in Fontaine, I'd say this is the loveliest by far.
Understandable. Oh, it's over already. Let's talk about tonight. Oh, we got her brooches. Her brooches. I can't say it like that. Her brooches. Anyways, I love that one so much. Like, I loved it. I loved it more than I loved it more than you know. So that was all for the Chiori Story Quest. About the fashion queen of Fontaine. So leave a like, comment comment how much you think Chiori deserves all that she has put into like her work and whatnot, because I feel like she has done more than deserve what she's got so far. And also leave a like if you think that guy's a scumbag for trying to bring her down just because she chased her dreams though, and he just decided to give up. So since they were business partners, thought, oh, I'm just gonna sabotage my old fashion fledgling friend or something like that is what she said. So, but like I said, leave a comment if you think he's a freaking jerk. And second, subscribe if you liked the video. I mean, I honestly don't expect a lot of people to subscribe at all. I mean, I'm not really all that good at making videos yet, but I will get there someday. Just like Chiori did with her fashion. Because she will forever in my heart remain my main fashion queen. So, yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna head to bed, and you all have a good rest of your night. Good night, sleep tight, and first of all, remember what they say, chase your ambition, and you can do anything you set your mind